playing some Into the Breach. In the editing process for last episode, I noticed a few issues. First of all, the microphone was too close to my face and was capturing my breathing. So I've moved it back now, and hopefully that should no longer be an issue. I also noticed there were some issues with pacing, so hopefully we're doing a better job this time. And then finally, now that I've completed the first corporate island, I'm going to move combat speed up a little bit, because I feel like it's a little too slow and just want a slightly faster pace now. So hopefully you'll still be able to follow along. Let's get started. There's only one choice now, and that's R.S.T. Corporation. It's desert, sands, all sorts of things. Let's jump in. You won't find me as global as my department heads. Whatever time traveler nonsense you claim, it's your firepower we need. Okay, so there's two missions. We have Rust Beach, where we're defending prototype Rhinefield bombs. And Countdown Ridge, where we're defending an Earth Mover. We need to end the battle with less than 4 mech damage. This one I find is generally kind of a hard one, but this one can be hard as well. I think I'm going to go for this one, because the site holds 2 warheads designed by a temporal physicist, Dr. Rhinefield, utilizing her breach technology. R.S.T. was deemed the safest place to test them. Well, yeah, it is kind of a desert. I guess we should just jump into it. Two Alpha Hornets and a Beetle. All kind of difficult enemies. I'll see what I can do. In the time since last episode, I haven't suddenly learned how to place mechs properly, so just gonna go with I don't know, that. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, got the shield. Alright, that'll be handy. Show me what those mechs of yours can do. Okay, then gotta move. Gotta take the combat mech, put it over here, punch. Ooh, level up. Good achievement for getting popped to max level. And the artillery mech, over here. Push the Beetle to where they're not going to be attacking anything. Finally, with you, just going to shoot it. Get down to 1 health. So hopefully that'll be okay. Let's see what the Vec do. This is a bit of a troublesome one, which is this blast scion. All other Vec will explode on death, doing 1 damage to radiation tiles. So it means you basically have to kill the blast scion first. Okay, I've got to move. Need to kill the blast scion, so we're going to use our cannon mech and do that. But I want to get it out of the way, so I'll just move it over here, and bam! Now we can start killing these. Move you here. Punch. There's 2 of them down. And finally, you over here. Gonna block. And I could push this one out of the way, but I don't think it's really gonna help me at all. So that'll be that. Lose the shield, but that's okay. Okay. Got a turn. You can only go after this one, so might as well do that. You, down here, push that over, it'll block a spawn, and take a damage, and let her to building. The artillery mech, I think we'll just leave it there. And turn. Anything, goes down to 1 health, no big deal. Get 1 more enemy on the map. But this is the last turn, so should be able to come up with something. Okay, I have a turn. So the artillery mech, pretty close to leveling up, so I want to give it some XP, so I'm going to have it kill the Alpha Vec. Over here, and bam. Level up. And then I could kill this one with a combat mech, just punch it, and dead, but Ralph Carlson is already at max level, so I'd rather give it to Bethany Jones, I'd rather give it to Coral, because they aren't at max level yet. But they only do 2 damage, so I need to push it. I'm just going to have my mech move it over there just to act as an obstacle. Fire that, kills the Vec, takes 1 hit point, but doesn't really matter. You know, mech health should be a resource, not a thing you're trying to preserve. At least that's my opinion. End turn. Got them all. Both objectives. Excellent. Both prototypes survived intact. Ignored the run fill and seemed to move to stage 2. Alright. Better bombs definitely going to come in handy. Okay. So we've got 2 promotions. Ralph has reached max level. Bethany has gone up to level 1. As is Coral. Coral's already out there. And let's see that. So extra 2 mech hit points. Extra 1 mech move. Both handy. Okay, we've got 3 missions available now. Countdown Ridge. Again, meh. Not my favorite. Erosion Flats. Kill these 7 enemies, protect the coal plant. I find it kind of hard to kill 7 enemies because I'd rather block spawns and have fewer enemies to deal with. And Fox Plateau, which I think I'm going to go for. It's got High Threat Detective, which is why I get 3 bonus objectives. But, because I got the Terraformer, which can really help me out in this. And so, I think I'm going to go with Fox Plateau. Start mission. Use a Terraformer on the ground in this sector. We can't let the Vec use a stable landmass to breed. The whole region could be lost. Alright. Which means, because high threat detected, we can see we're starting with 4. 2 alphas, 2 regular, all of them pretty nasty. Positioning wise, I think I'll just do that. I should be really farther forward. Got a time pod. Okay, I think I've got turn order. First, Terraformer, we can just nuke it, so let's do that. Dead. You can see XP is distributed across all our units. Secondly, move you there, move you here, shoot. 1 damage, then we shoot over here. And we can see first, you're going to do 3 damage and kill it, which makes our job easier. And then finally, I'm just going to move you over here. Wish I had enough movement to just block a spawn, but it'll do. Enter. Blast Scion. And I have a turn. So this can just kill all of them. Which, as you might expect, killing all the Vec, really nice. Well, except that one, but got a plan for it. Now, I have a problem with blasting, but generally, or at least I believe, if a Scion dies in the exact same action as everything else, blasting won't apply. So, let's get to it. Move you here, out of the way, take that, kill. Blasting didn't apply, that's nice. Guess I got that mechanic right. And then we push with you, and bring you up here, and fire. That way we get a little better XP distribution, because it could otherwise have had Ralph do it, but yeah, slightly better. And then, because we're at Novak, and I don't want to get a ton of spawns next turn, I'm not going to block any, just pick up the time pod. turn. Okay, 2 scarabs, 1 alpha. As you can see here, I got 3 spawns, so it's good that we didn't block too many, because yeah, it would have been much more difficult without that. Okay, I think I've got a turn. XP distribution is not quite as good as I would like. Gonna have to give Ralph the kill on the alpha, but what can you do? Start with that. Just move there, block a spawn, because we're on 2 turns, so more spawns blocked, better. And then kill it. Next, I'm thinking I want to be able to fire this thing this way on the last turn. I think that's where the Vec are most likely to end up being. So I'm going to want to fire it this way on this turn, so that I can get all of the grassland into desert. Which means I need to get you two out of the way. So I'm going to use you, block the spawn, you just going to move out of the way, and shoot! Deliver XP. There was this thing, got a terraform, so check out that. Enter. And 1 emerging. Oh, that's going to be easy. Coral, our Canamech pilot, is slightly closer to leveling up than Bethany is, so we're going to prioritize giving them the XP. So we'll just shoot that, take you, terraform the grassland, and that's it. Mission's around. Losing our island's greenery in this way is something I can endure. It means it won't be despoiled by the Vec. So we got all 4 objectives, and a little bit of XP. Let's see what's in the pod. Ooh, another pilot. Gana, special. Requires 1 power. Deploy anywhere on the map, damaging adjacent enemies. Already has a skill of 1 mech reactor, and a little bit of XP towards the next level. And of course we get a reactor core to help upgrade our mechs. Thank you. So that's unlocked in hangar. Okay, so got a new pilot, Ghana. Seems to have pretty similar skills to Coral, but with a special. And because this is a time traveler, not just a regular pilot, leveling them up is going to be a little more useful than just a regular pilot. So 10 fewer XP. I think I can still get that made up. I'm not going to be using the preemptive strike ability right now. I don't think it's super useful, at least not on this island. And also not going to be using the mech reactor core because, I don't know, don't really know exactly what to use it for right now, so I think I'll just leave it. Alright, so mission-wise. So look at Countdown Ridge, look at the Corrosion Flats. We now have access to Doomsday Point and Detonation Park. These are such cool names. Detonation Park, take less than 3 grid damage, protect the emergency batteries. Doomsday Point, defend the train and protect the defense lab. I really want a mech reactor core. And the train's kind of a fun one, but I really want that core. So, I did alright with a high threat, so might be stupid to go for a high difficulty one, but I think I'll go for it anyway. Let's get started. Okay, so still don't know where to deploy mechs, just gonna do that, and that. Let's see what the Vec do. We have to help these people. Yes, we do, Anthony. So, really important to consult the attack order on this thing. With most environments, it happens at the start of the turn, but with NPCs, it happens at the end of the turn. And this train will collide with this Vec, damaging both. Or, I believe damaging both, yeah. So we don't want that to happen, so we gotta get you out of the way. Okay, I've got a turn. With you, gotta push this out of the way. And we're webbed, so I can't really move, so we're just gonna do that. Artillery mech, go over here, block a spawn, And shoot here, we'll knock you offline, and we'll kill that one. And do damage to that. And then finally, just gonna move you over here, and see what the next turn. Shield. Okay, got a turn. Pretty proud of this one. Gonna move you over here. Get Alpha Vec. You, just gonna keep you in the same position. Just shoot there. Pushes these offline and blocks this spawn with a combat mech. We're on 2 turns, so we can do as many as we want. And then finally, if this gets the kill, the XP will be evenly distributed. But we don't want any more XP going to Ralph, so because we might as well, we're just gonna do our cannon mech. And see what the Vec do now. Okay, I've got 2 to deal with. Pretty sure I can do something about that. Okay, I think I've got a turn. It's not great XP wise, but it'll have to do. Just gonna move you over here. You're the only one that does 4 damage, so only option is killing this one. There's some XP wasted. And then with you, just gonna kill that one. And then you, I don't know, shoot him out. Back turn. But there's none of them left, so that's just off. And we're done. Excellent. Trade made it through. We lived to fight another day. Thank you, Jessica. So you can see, XP games are not great. Probably could have done that better, but they get all 3 objectives, no building damage, so that's not too bad. Okay, so got a few changes I'm going to make with the mech loadout. 2 cores, I'm going to spend those, but also Ralph Carlson's fully leveled up, and the combat mech is generally the one that gets the most kills. I think I'm going to swap him and Ghana around, because Ghana preemptive strike I think would be better in the combat mech, and because he's not full level, get the extra kills. I think that'll be better. And then because in the cannon mech we don't have this extra mech reactor with Carlson, so we'll install one here, get that bonus damage again, and then we'll install the other one here and grab the dash. Still not using preemptive strike, but at the end of this island I think we will. Dash also going to be useful for an achievement, which I'll see if I can get. Now in terms of location, I think I'm going to go for Countdown Ridge. Just because I'm not 2 reputation, I think I can do it. And battle less than 4 mech damage, so won't be able to block quite as many spawns, or at least not without repairing. But I think it'll be a good fit, and I'm going to get started. Positioning wise, I'm going to put combat mech and cannon mech pretty close to the front lines. Artillery mech in the middle. Get started. Vec seem decent, but not overwhelming. And we've got some nice voids we can knock them into. Okay, I've got to move. XP distribution is mediocre, but probably good enough. I'm not sure if I can do much better. I'm not going to be blocking a spawn, because there's only 2 left and I can get all 3 dead, so I don't really... So 2 Vec next turn seems like reasonable, don't want to get overwhelmed later, so I'm going to move you here, kill it, mention wasted XP, then artillery mech, shoot that. Now you're going to move out of the way, you're going to charge anyway, so he's just going to run off a cliff. Makes our job easier. And finally, Ghana, we're going to come down here, kill it. And last Scion, difficult, but only 2 Vec, so should be manageable. Okay, I think I gotta move. Ideally, going to be blocking one spawn this turn, because I think, again, 2 Vec will be pretty manageable next turn, so I'm going to go for that. Need to kill the Blast Scion. You've got the most health, so you'll do spawn blocking, and kill the Scion. Then we're going to take you, move over here, because whatever, we're like rushing all the way across the map, and take this one out. And there you get the achievement. And then with you, I guess we're just going to move a little more central, and then turn. 1, 2, that might be easy to push off. Let's see. Okay, just going to move you out of the way and repair. Could block another spawn, but again, might as well have 2. Yes, I don't need to, but the XP would be kind of nice. I'll block another spawn with you. And then with that, push. And there's the XP. Then Donna, move over here. Kill that. And let's see what we get next turn. 2 Vec, not too hard. Fortunately, with the void filled in, we can no longer get kills that push one off the map. But it's not too bad. Okay, got a turn. Thought of this pretty quickly, so probably making some mistakes in terms of XP optimization. But yeah, we'll go with it. Do that. You. Go that. Fire. You. Fire. Dead. And that's the game. Got decent bit of XP. Repair teams report barely a scratch to your mechs. Efficiently done. We can reallocate the damage control team to civilian relief and city protection. Alright. And seismic activity. These sink into the ocean. Or, oh, they're destroyed by Vec. Yeah, probably sink into the ocean. Alright, that's that. Last mission. Not going to make any changes, just going to be jumping on in. Destroy the Scorpion leader and protect the corporate tower. That's a lot of HP. Oh boy. I think that's good enough. And we start. Because there's 2 possible moves I can make. I can kill both of these Vec, get the boss down to 2 hit points, and block 1 spawn. Or I can kill the boss, but have both of these Vec at full hit points and both spawns unblocked. So 4 Vec next turn. I think I'm gonna go for that. 4 Vec will be hard, but hopefully manageable. So I'm gonna move you here. Just gonna push 1 Vec damage there. Attack gets cancelled. Push again, 1 Vec damage there, but the boss is down. And then we're gonna move you over here. And push those 2 out of the way so you don't take any building damage. And let's see what they've got in store for us next turn. Okay. Last turn, choice of, getting 4 Vec might not have been a smart move. But I think I can get out of it. With you can take 1 damage from that, but kill that. With you, I'm gonna block the spawn. Now you think we're gonna take 3 damage and 1 from the Vec emerging, but at that it's gonna turn into a smoke and cancel the attack. So you'll take 1 damage there. But can live with it, I suppose. And then with you, I'm gonna move for a slightly more central location, though I guess gonna move over here, because I want the Vec to be more central, so don't do a whole lot of damage. And that'll leave us with 4 Vec on the next turn, but the Alpha is down 2 hit points, the other 2 are regular. So I guess we'll see what spawns. Not an Alpha this this time, so that's good. But because there's so many Vec already on the map, only added one additional spawn. Okay, so stupid decision previously has put us, well, in a not so great position. This one is going to attack that mech for 1 damage, walk another damage, down to 1 health, but that one was down to 1 health and cancels the attack. Next, take you, push that one, and take you, and kill that one. We're going to deal with 4 Vec next turn as well. But, not seeing a whole lot of much better option. But that 1 turn just kind of put us behind the curve. So, another alpha. Well, I guess that is why that is what hard difficulty is. Okay, guide turn should be decent. Go here, get that tile, pull this out of the way, and gonna block that path. It'll take off the shield, but it's acceptable. Be over here, kill that beetle. Be over here. And the firefly, or whatever. Right name. There's the shield, and dead. Oh, got 9 reputation. Must admit that was an impressive performance. You rest easier knowing that the Vec monstrosity no longer infests our island. Wow, compliment from Kern. That's nice. 20 XP. Okay, I'm actually feeling fairly good about that now. That's very close. Oh, and we didn't take any building damage, so another achievement. And what do we want in terms of Perfect Island rewards? Okay, so we've got 3 options. A weapon that doesn't seem that great. Grid defense, so we don't really need. And a Bisamu, who has decent special, though I'm not sure how much I care about that. And decent skills, but again, not sure if I really care, especially since I'm trying to get all 3 pilots max level. But I'll get it unlocked, and I can then turn them in for reputation to get yet more corporate reputation, because I'll have another pilot I can turn in, and then get 4 mech reactor cores, I believe. So, it's another pilot. Spend reputation. But first, let's see if any of these are... No, not any of those. So I'm going to assign, buy. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do with my power cores. With the combat mech, everything's set up pretty well. I think I want to grab preemptive strike. Could be kind of handy. You, like everything there. And then because I want to level Bethany up, I'm going to want to see if I can get the extra damage to where I can start really using her to kill things. So I'm going to spend all that and get that leveled up. And we'll leave the island. And now we've unlocked Pinnacle Robotics. And yeah, in future games you can do it in any order. But yeah. Yeah, that'll be next episode.